Never give up. Never surrender. Hey guys, it's the 25th anniversary of Galaxy Quest. Yes, the Tim Allen, late great Alan Rickman, and Sigourney Weaver film about the Star Trek spoof that took over, that bombed at the box office back in 1999, but has become a cult classic in 25 years. It is the 25th anniversary of Galaxy Quest, and I was just kind of wanting to see what you guys' thoughts on it. I'll probably do a review of it come uh, later on, maybe when I get do some Star Trek stuff, because I feel like it works. It kind of connects better. But Galaxy Quest, I loved. It's one of the first DVDs that I owned. I think it was one of the first. I think that and GoldenEye was one of the first DVDs that I owned, and I just was, what I liked about it was I liked the fact that they, Tim Allen, basically played um, like a version of William Shatner, and I liked how, I think the best characters in that film was the Thermians, of course, and of course Guy, who it was interesting that he ended up getting killed off in episode. He says uh, during the con, he says, "I was guy number one. I got killed off in episode one right after the commercial by the lava monster." Ah! And but Galaxy Quest, and he's like, and Tommy Laredo reminded me so much of Will Wheaton, and I thought the villain was, looked very menacing, as you can see right there. Um, I do have to say, Galaxy Quest is one of those films that, you know, the Galaxy Quest is one of those films that made me interested in Star Trek, which was kind of interesting how a parody can be interested in Star Trek, and you could possibly, it's a parody, but it's done right. It's not as, winking at the audience slapstick. Let's say like Spaceballs, the Star Wars, but it's pretty good. Um, Galaxy Quest is one of those films that I think now, looking at it 25 years later, has gotten its own reputation. There's a really great documentary called "Never Give Up, Never Surrender" that that the guys over at Screen Junkies created, and I loved it because it was just so fascinating, and the also fact that Galaxy Quest was originally was originally a PG-13 rated film, and to got whittled down to a PG film, and it's a strong PG film. Like there's that scene where they go through uh, the mallet scenes, and she says, "Screw that!" But you obviously can see her. This is Sigourney Weaver's character. Obviously, see her say, um, you know. But I love this movie. I think it's a great film. What's your thoughts on Galaxy Quest? Did you enjoy it? What does it now? Is this, between um, Snape and Hans Gruber, is Alexander Dane or um, oh Quaylak, or not Quaylak? What is his name? Doctor Nasmus. I think. No, I can't remember. Alexander Dane or Doctor Lazarus. I think is his name in the show. Did you think that um, Alan Rick? This was Alan Rickman's best role. I saw it at 11 years old, and so seeing him at knowing him as Alexander Dane in Galaxy Quest. It was really where I learned that he was going to be Snape in Harry Potter. So, and I liked that film, and I also liked how Tommy Weber reminded me of Will Wheaton, and uh, the Thermians were great. And I thought the villains, even the makeup on the villain, even though he was sort of lackluster and not really a con, if you will, um, I feel like a he looked really like menacing, and I mean that makeup probably didn't take long for hours. I mean, this was 1999, so CGI still wasn't quite up to par, but and then of course it's Justin Long as sort of the fanboy that I think we as fans are always kind of wanting to be. But uh, what's your take on Galaxy Quest? Did you love it? Did you love it? Did you discover it back in 1999, or did you, um, or was it one of those films that you sort of, now looking at it 25 years later, kind of appreciate it? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, see you at the movies. Uh, Bye. P.S. What's your thoughts on Tony Shalhoub's character as well? Let me know. Peace. Bye.